Everybody, smash the like button.
All right. We should be unmuted now. You should be able to hear me. GM. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy hump day. It's July 23rd. Let's get it. We are going to be doing another builder insights and bag strategies, or builders and bag shows today. It's a community. I think yesterday's show went so well. I wanted to run it back. Let's run it back. Tomorrow, I'm building up some guests. Going to have some people on probably a VeChain ecosystem show. You know, we'll have a bunch of people from there. I see Mike Lowry in the chat. Let's go. Up in the space as well. He's pulling double duties. Let's go. Getting that gold medal. I don't think too many people want the golds anymore. I'm not really sure why they're, not fighting for it. But at some point, man, you can even see, like, you get like points on YouTube for it. So let's see. There's a couple orders of business we got to take care of. First off, if you are watching the stream, make sure you smash that like button or hit the heart if it is on X where you're consuming. It is A-OK. I would like some people to join the YouTube channel as a subscriber. I did post something this morning about that, so tap into that. Also, hey, appreciate you being here. Volmer in the house. There it is. Let's see. We got the business we got to take care of. Going to Chicago this weekend. I'm going to help my mom with some stuff. And then Saturday, I think my brother, my mother, and myself are going to the Cubs-Sox game. Let's go. I'm a Cubs fan. So you guys saw yesterday, I posted my jersey, my hat. That is definitely the attire I will be wearing. Plus, like, I think the last time the Cubs-Sox had a series, my mom and I had a wager, and I think she might have to wear a Cubs shirt. I'm pretty sure she's going to have to wear a Cubs shirt too. So I'm going to have to cash in on those winnings. So anyway, guys, if you want, please make sure to join the stage and to talk about anything that you happen to be enjoying in the cryptos, blockchain, NFT sphere right now. Like, say you're an artist. Say you're a lurker, say you are just a hodler. What is it that is important to you about crypto right now, as we kind of really make this journey to the next phase of the bull run? We got to we'll look at some of the charts. If nobody wants to go, well, I think probably what may be best. And I've been thinking about this, and I know that I thought about doing this before, and then sometimes it just the conversation gets kicked off right away, and sometimes not. And I think what might be a wise thing is for maybe like the first half hour is to go over news and numbers, what's happening, and then we get into our community discussion. And this way we give the room enough time to fill up, the courage for some of our community members to make the journey up to the stage and to do all that stuff. And so with that being said, let's see here. I will bring that up right there. There you go. So there's the space, but let's take a look over at CoinMarketCap, and we can take a look at this right here. Right, y'all. As it turns out, we've got like another day of correction happening. And if you think like, oh man, that's it, I missed my opportunity. I don't think so. I know. Let's see. CryptoFace posted something about being back in stable right now. He's waiting for another leg down. We're 1.5% down today. 3.88 trillion is where we are at on the market cap overall for the entire ecosystem. Yeah, I can zoom in a little bit so you guys can see that. Whoa, what just happened? Market cap. We want to just look at the market cap. There you go. So you guys can see that. And the top 100, 239.56. All right, so that's down a little bit. I would think, the fear and greed index up to 70. We have not taken a look at this in quite some time. Let me actually pop into what the fear and greed index looks like. We can zoom that in a little bit and see what have we been doing lately. As you can see down here, when we got to the mid-May, May 22nd, excuse me, June is 6th. Silly me. So we were down to 37, currently sitting at 70. Now we did see, that push earlier in the month there, though. In a month before that, in May, we were up at 76. So that little dip might have been, the big correction. We saw another one. This was from November. We all know we had that amazing altcoin pump from, October into November and December. We saw it all decline and then drop down to a 15. Whew. Whew. Double bottom. The fear and greed index double bottomed at 15. How about that? Did you guys know that? Smash the talk up on stage button if you did not know that, or if you did know that. I think that would be a wise thing to do. Plus, all right. So fear and greed index. Let's pop over. Let's take a look at something else. What are some of our coins at? We know Bitcoin hanging at 117. I know everybody was like, wow, we lost the 120. It happens. Let's see. It is the one that in the top 10. Whoa, it's the only thing that's down on the week. Now it's only down 0.7%. So it's, nothing really to write home about. How can I make this bigger for you guys? We'll do that. And then actually, let's do this. There's a way to make. I'll just do that. There you go. You guys can see that one better. That would probably work a little bit better. Mike, I'm gonna bring you up here. Also throw you that co-host seat just in case, sometimes the phone wants to have the issues here. XRP up 10.5% in the week, 329. I love to see this thing ripping. I got a big bet. I want to see XRP at $10 by Christmas. That's gotta happen. If you know anything about that, I got a bet with AJ on that's what we need there. Let's see the bet with AJ there. What else we got? BNB 786. Holy smokes, man. That thing has came back with a vengeance, up 13.5% on the week. Solana, it is down on the day, down on the hour, but up on the week, 14.5%, up to 191. Love to see that thing when it was back over $2 just the other day. That was primo, baby. Primo. What else we got? Cardano, 82 cents, up 10% on the week, down 5% on the day. Hyperliquid, let's see. Where's Ondo at today? It was great to see that thing absolutely make a rip. Let's go take a look at Ondo. Y'all know that I love my Ondo. And then we're going to take a look at two other coins here. And then, Mike, while I'm pulling this stuff up, what's up, brother? How are you?
Yo, Jim, good, man. I shared something on the breakfast table there. I got a pretty big announcement. I'm doing a little bit of a giveaway. So we're giving away a Ledger Nano S and a Solo Satoshi Bitcoin solo miner.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah,
There it is. It just hit the Jumbotron now. My phone. Giveaway alert.
It looks like we're going to make a little bit of a pullback here in the market. It looks like we're kind of cooling off a bit. Probably consolidate for a little while. And then maybe some fireworks at the end of the month. We'll see if is Jerome Powell getting fired this month. That's the whole narrative right now.
Oh, man. I bit that thing like a fish yesterday. I saw that letter come out. It ended up being fake. Thankfully, like the fake part of it came out fast enough to where I was able to edit my post and put fake news on there. I just felt, you always feel bad when you post fake news.
Yeah, it's so hard because there's so much out there that you don't know. Sometimes even like someone that's experienced it's hard to filter out the noise sometimes. But I don't even know if can he even fire him legally, because it's the federal bank is a private company. Can the president fire somebody from a private company?
I don't believe so. I believe his term has to expire. He can resign. I'm sure. You can make it uncomfortable for somebody to where, if you didn't really feel like you were appreciated or accepted or even wanted to have me around, like, what do you stick around for? You know, go fade off into the sunset,
Yeah,
JP.
I did a pretty deep dive with AI yesterday on the whole Genius Act. And let me tell you, that was going to be the biggest on-ramp crypto has ever seen. Mind you, it's going to take, this is where like everything's lining up to, and I believe you share the same sentiment, is that 2030 where we're going to have this huge, like, price appreciation, like the S curve, because, going deep diving into the Genius Act, it's going to take about 3 to 5 years for things to happen. And there are little milestones along the way. And one of them I believe 12 months from now, the FDIC need to basically give their like final verdict. So, FDIC, when they get into crypto, it's going to be like crazy because, I imagine a lot of people that don't want to get in crypto because they think it's risky, but then now they have that cushion of the FDIC, and that'll get the people in. Institutions will be able to get in because they feel a little bit more protected. So I just feel like you're gonna have this huge tsunami of money coming into crypto. And then we went through the whole conversation where I was talking with a Gemini AI. And I said, okay, based on the conversation, where do you think Bitcoin is going to be in 2030? And it told me about 450 to 750,000 per Bitcoin, with a potential of it going to 1 million.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, the supply shock's going to hit, right? At some point, all these big OTC desks are going to run. Unless, I mean, you think, I say that, but you never really know where this stuff is coming from, right? Like, how do some of these guys bulk buy, OTC still? At some point, that supply shock is going to just go through the freaking roof, and the price is going to go absolutely bonkers. I love that there are more people on board with like the whole 2030 thing. It just makes so much sense. Like all the metrics, all the reports, all the analytics, everything is gearing up towards that. And so, does that mean that we have 5 years or 4.5 years to get shit done? I mean, we got you got less time. Like if you want to take advantage of really the growth of the ecosystem, but to be honest with you, and when you said something about the FDIC there, Mike, I was pretty sure, and I'm gonna look it up because I was pretty sure that the FDIC kind of already gave the go ahead, or at least said like we're cool, but maybe not with a full backing, like with your funds, like up to 100,000 or whatever, or 150,000, however that works at the banks.
Yeah, this is the Genius Act is basically allowing companies and institutions to make their own stable coins based on the framework that the Genius Act has created. So like gone are going to be the days where, you make a payment, it takes 3 to 5 business days for it to clear. Like this is going to change like the speed of our current financial system, even just in banks. Like, I remember like, I borrowed some money to buy miners, and like I wanted to pay that loan back. It took a couple of days for the money to clear, to get transferred in. To make a wire transfer took 3 to 5 business days. Like that's all going to be instantaneously now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like the whole financial ecosystem is changing. I mean, what is it? The Nasdaq's going 24/5 starting, I think, February and March of next year. So we're like 8 months away from that. You know what I mean? And that is, I mean, that's a massive, massive undertaking and big change for that entire ecosystem. And you got to think about the players in that. Now you had after hours and all that kind of shit. Now, there's no such thing anymore, right? For the Monday through Friday crew. So everything is changing. Everybody's going to have to get used to a whole new way of doing things. And I'm really, I think all of us who have participated in blockchain, who have been here for a while, like, we can say, yes, I wasn't crazy. Thank goodness. Because I was called crazy for years. I know all of us that have been here for a while were called crazy for years. Stupid magic internet money, but we did it, baby. It's happening. And it's exciting too. It's got to be like a really, pioneering feeling, right? You're here. Like when the history books write about how the financial ecosystem changed, like you can say to your kids, your grandkids, or whatever legacy, however it works for you, you can say to that, I was fucking here. I was there for that. When all this shit changed, when this shit had its come up, when there was no one around, when we go to the conferences, there'd be 100 people there. We go to a meetup, 5 people would show up. You know, like we were there in the early days, all of us, every single one of you. So pat yourself on the back for that, because I mean, obviously, and you just, unless you just got into the space today, right, or just in the last few weeks, you just went through some shit. If even if it was your first rodeo, this was not my first rodeo, and I'll tell you what, this was a tough one. But if we made this thing up on the other side and we are climbing to the top, baby, let's fucking go. Because I tell you what, there is no better feeling than a bull run. If you've never experienced it, there is no fucking better feeling.
Speaking of the top, you know, I was thinking about this, and I haven't heard this in a while. I haven't heard anybody talk about this in a while. The pi cycle top indicator, which has pretty much been nonstop being, you know, accurate in predicting the tops of the markets. So I wonder, like, do you still follow the pi cycle top indicator to look at where the top of the market is? Because from what I looking at, like, we're not even close.
No. I mean, I know about it, and I've heard about it, and I know that, you know, there are, let's see, where do you look at it? I'm gonna go on Bitbo charts, see what that says.
CoinGlass. Let's see it on CoinGlass.
Okay. You just pull this thing like on an all time or whatever. Interesting. I'll have to take a look at this, man. I don't really know much about it. I know, you know, we've researched it years ago, but I do not follow the pi indicator. That's some nerd shit.
Yeah. Usually when
that's for nerds, Mike.
There's just two lines. I am a huge fucking nerd.
I love you for that. To be honest with you, I love all my friends that are like massive nerds in crypto. Like, you understand that, like, you have accepted me, right? Because I'm the antithesis of the nerd, even though it's been broken down to me on several occasions because I'm in crypto. Technically, I am by default a nerd, but I reject that like through and through. Like, I will just say no, thank you, not at all. I'm a cool motherfucker. I know there's some other cool motherfuckers too in here. Postmaster, you're one of them. Like, you're kind of a nerd. You are kind of a nerd because you are like pretty techie.
JChains is LARPing as a nerd.
Hey, let's go to the woods. I got a new foam sword, baby. Let's go LARP. What's up, Post?
I love foam sword play, bro. Love it.
You know what? To be honest with you, I could see that. I could see you dressing up in like a little squire's robe out in the woods with the other dinguses swinging foam swords. I could see that.
After my karate career, I will be a knight. I will put on the suit of armor and fucking slash ass, man. I'm telling you. I love combat
Postmaster sports. To you. Oh.
I'll have a squire just fucking better than Bruce Buffer, just introducing me as the king of all keyboard warriors.
And now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the moment you've been waiting for. He is the squire of all squires, the joker of all jesters, the post master. Yeah. Just you come out on a unicycle and some cartoon music.
Clown outfit, just a scary clown outfit, bro. That's my mantra. Actually, I gotta tell you about community building and what's going on over in HBAR, bro. It's fucking crazy. It ties all into the day. Well, there's been some meme fucking wars, some nasty people, it's supposed to be a no mev, no front running, and they figured out how to kind of front run by military fucking tactics and paying people off, and you know what I mean? Like, it's just garbage shit out there, right? So a new meta started where all roads lead to HBAR, and people were kind of shaking off all this fucking bad energy, and a bunch of new meme coins started popping up everywhere with the little .h with the little cross through it, and that's called the Planck's constant. And I didn't realize it till now, but this little logo that's been hiding in the fucking shadows of HBAR was actually just a meme that never created any culture or token that was given to us by Dr. Lehman Beard, the creator himself of Hedera. Right. And the Planck's constant is the coolest math equation in the entire world because it equates the fabric of space-time, the quantum loops of string theory is actually that little h. So it's supposed to be the retail community looping arms and vibrating and creating light that creates
Kumbaya.
the entire network, a kumbaya moment.
That's some kumbaya shit right there.
I'm telling you, bro. He invented it just to be the community takeover token, but nobody ever talked about it or even picked it up or even researched it or looked at it until this fucking meta, when these guys were creating like ETH.H and Ripple.H, and they were kind of picking up, 50K, 100K market cap here or there, popping here and there, but they're all made by fucking nasty people. And somebody made this HBAR.H and contacted me and was like, hey, I got 90% of the supply locked up. I want to do something good by it, create a DAO and get cross-chain liquidity to Hedera by pairing our wrapped pairs and using all of the sources we have built here to wrap tokens and trade it here on Hedera. And I said, wow, that's fucking actually an ambitious plan. Let me talk to some people. Postmaster, he's right in with pretty much everyone in Hedera. So I called the top retail builders and they were like, let's do it. So I got a team of 10 guys now together that are fucking contractors and some of the best sectors and community support and AI and front and back end, and there's subscription-based stuff on Hedera that I could build these fucking killer dApps with. And we're going to fucking town with this crazy community and building up what Dr. Lehman Beard himself put down on the table for the community. So the Planck's Constant has no patent or copyright on it. So merch stores and NFTs, all sorts of things can be tied to this DAO that kind of controls retail driven cross-chain liquidity. So it's fucking a crazy play that we're playing over here now. And the meta is still a little sour with everybody, so nobody really knows about it. There's a couple people in the audience just pulling in here that are kind of having to do with it because they're following me around getting the meta. But it's crazy, bro. We're ready to launch meme tokens in Hedera in a more mature fashion that's gonna really dictate, I think, the meta across Web3 as well. So that's the big ambitious play. We have a super fucking crew of absolute nerds that are super smart, funny, ambitious, and they're being led here by Postmaster, who's fucking ultra dreamy, ambitious, and fucking will work night and day to get the dreams done. Now we're funded. Now we're fucking rocking and rolling. And fuck, man, it's sick to be a part of Web3 during this bull market, dropping tokens, dropping fucking tech, talking tech. It's, if you're a nerd, you got to come over to HBAR. It's the nerdiest of nerd places.
Nerds unite.
That's it, bro. Anyway, back to you, brother.
You're good, man. Hey, I appreciate the update there. And I think that you guys have heard me talk about, I'm like in this whole utility phase, and I'll always, like meme coins. I like going to Vegas in real life. I like going, I was just in New Orleans, and although I did learn that Bourbon Street's really not my place. But like I'm more of now the arts and culture side of it. But okay, you guys get the point, right? And so I love meme coins, but where I think that crypto is headed, obviously the utility side of it is really important, and interoperability. And so if we're finding ways to create anything, whether it's liquidity pools, whether it's cross-chain, anything, like interoperability is where we need to be thinking, and so that we don't have a bunch of siloed off garbage that no one can reach, and people get trapped into specific ecosystems that whatever. I'm with you. I love that. So congratulations. Keep building. Keep me posted. Keep me posted.
Great thing about HBAR is it's a great place to get trapped. The quantum resistance. It's cheap. It's fast. But it's definitely going to have on and off rails. So it's not a place you're going to get trapped. But what a better place,
What a better place. Y'all better smash the heart, hit the like, do all the things that you should be doing. We're gonna be dropping alpha. This is it's a builders and bag show, right? So that means we're gonna talk from builders. We're gonna get some insights from them. If you got a bag of something, let's hear your strategy. It's all about community builders day 2. We ran it back after yesterday. So if you want to come up and talk about anything in the world that excites you, you're building opportunities, you think something that somebody should know, come on, raise your hand. That's the whole point of these shows, is to just interact, engage, and grow, whether it's our knowledge base. I also say these are fun shows because hopefully we'll have a nice mix of people. Tap on a PFP, give someone a follow, shoot them a DM if you can, or hit them in one of their posts and say, hey, follow me back. fam, so that we can DM and start to like learn from other people. And you never know who you're going to meet. You never know who PFP you're going to tap on and what they do and what they're, how they're connected or what they're capable of and how that may work out for you. I'm just telling you, this is it's a very unique, eclectic space. And we've got some bright people. And this is a cool ass community too. So make sure you do that. Do the things. Also, come on up. Don't be afraid. We've got more people. I will tell you, we've got a Guinness Book of World Record. I think they're still trying to verify. I don't know. There's some technical red tape. We'll get through it. We'll figure it out. But a Guinness Book of World Records, the Web3 Breakfast community and club is because we've got more people that have had their first time speaking on a Twitter space or X space, whatever, because we build this community of making you feel welcome. And so if you're just sitting down there and thinking like, man, I can't come up there and talk, like I'm just too nervous, like just come on up here and talk. Like you are more than welcome to do that. That's what we want. That's what I want. That's exactly why I do this show. So, all right. Now you heard from me. So what else have we got going on? You guys know where I'm at. So let me tell you a quick little thing. I can tell you my little story here. Obviously, going deep. I'm big right now. Back to my roots with the VFam and the V Better DAO thing. So yesterday we went to a concert. So my wife's birthday is back in June. Excuse me. My mother got us tickets to go see. And I'm like totally blown away by this whole situation because the way that the concert was billed and the way that the names were listed was Toto, Men at Work, Christopher Cross. In my mind, because I'm like a yacht rock superstar in my brain, at least of all the songs, this is where I'm at. I thought this was a Christopher Cross show. We get there, this whole big, you probably saw my post last night, this big set design, everything up there. I'm super juiced. He goes on first, does the things, all that stuff. Had a fantastic time. Got to hear Ride Like the Wind. And I learned recently that we had a health scare with Christopher Cross. And so he was like paralyzed, but he made his way back. He had some kind of syndrome or symptoms of something, but he's back. And so, it was a great show. Not high energy, nothing crazy. It was great. Great. We were chilled out, man. It was yacht rock. You know what I'm saying? Next was Men at Work. And they actually had some pretty good jams, but in between Christopher Cross and Men at Work, we got up, we went to go get Emmy a popcorn. And what's really cool about this, and maybe you saw my post, maybe you didn't, but last night, so in conjunction, Live Nation and the Ameris Amphitheater that we have here in Atlanta, I would assume if you have a Live Nation, you've probably got access to the same thing, but they had a Yeti branded water refill station. And so we were allowed to bring in our reusable water bottles. Okay. Our reusable water bottles. So instead of buying a $10 bottle of water, of bullshit bottled water that tastes like plastic and has been sitting out in the heat and sun for weeks, instead of doing that, we filled up our sustainable drinking bottles with water that was free. We got paid because we used the Bubbles app. So that is something that I've got to explore deeper. I feel like this is something, there is something here that these dots need to be connected into the sustainability, because my wife was telling me, she did a little bit of research into this. It's a Live Nation and Yeti collaboration about a sustainability, part of the ecosystem of, the globe. So it's definitely like right up our freaking alley. I was so juiced that we were able to do this. And so if you can, I can actually probably post that onto the Jumbotron so you guys can see that. But yeah, here's the deal, guys. Like, I get my family involved in on this. And so like my daughter, she's got a wallet. She's got some on-chain transactions at 3.5. My wife's doing this every day. It took her 7 years of me being a content creator and a builder and all the stuff that I do in the space. It wasn't even me. It was Mugshot. Mugshot got her in. And then Bubbles, because we drink water bottles too. So like that's what excites me about this particular phase of crypto and the utility is like, let's get regular people involved. I'm going up to Chicago this weekend. I'm going to get my mom signed up with the app, so she'll be doing Mugshot. I'll have to get her a passport for Bubbles so that we can she fills up her Stanley every day, all that stuff. So like that's the stuff that when I'm talking about community builders and strategies and insights and all that stuff, like I'm looking forward to really, and the more that I get in and the more I finally had to delete a whole bunch of shit off my phone to be able to download, because I couldn't do the iPhone update. And usually I'm not chomping at the bit to update my iPhone anyway, because that's when they get you and then your phone starts working and then you got to get a new one. But I said, you know what, this BYB app, I got to do it. So I bit the bullet and I updated my phone, and so I got the BYB app. And so like the more and more that I get into this entire ecosystem, this is the biggest absolute opportunity in the world to onboard normal people into this ecosystem with just apps like that. And you think like the BYB app, you're going to earn some crypto for working out on a UFC branded app. People are going to fall in love with that shit when they find out about it. So that's like consuming my brain right now, because I'm just thinking all these different ways in sustainability. And, I've got some ideas of my own, of things that we can bring to this ecosystem. So be on the lookout. That's all I can say. Let's see. I see we got someone up on the stage here. Crypto God Louie. What's up, fam?
What's poppin', JC?
What's popping? What's going on in your crypto world, man? What's shaking and baking in your Web3 world right now?
Bro, what's shaking and baking is, well, right now I'm actually in the Web3 music area. Of course, I'm in the crypto scene too as well too, because that's part of the ecosystem. But I'm in the Web3 music scene. I came up because I was hyped up, fired up when you were like, yo, you guys were here since the beginning. You're gonna tell your generations, your grandkids, that you witnessed this crypto scene. And I'm like, damn, I was like, that's a fact. Because initially this is wisdom that we are going to be able to pass around. If you stay, if you pay attention, if you just take the time to learn. So yeah, what I'm saying? That's kind of where I'm at.
Absolutely. I mean, you got to think like, maybe people don't really want to go back to like a 9-to-5 kind of a thing, right? But I think we're all, if you've built yourself as an expert, a professional, if you've built yourself as like a true crypto person, like you have a unique opportunity to probably become, whether it's like a strategic advisor, or you can become a consultant, all that, to all of these companies that eventually it's going to be a reactor or go extinct kind of a thing for a lot of companies if they don't integrate and build in a Web3 strategy moving forward, especially with the way the financial ecosystem is going for the entire globe, right? And it's not an overnight thing, and it's not sink or swim like right now, but eventually it will be. And so all of us that are here, you've been here, you learn, and again, you could be professional expert, all of these things in you need 10,000 hours, right? That's what they say. After 10,000 hours, you're technically an expert in something because you know enough. I would assume some of us in this room have our 10,000 hours. But even though there's no, like, that's kind of very subjective or whatever, but you've got this opportunity where, you more than
wait,
most.
How many years is 10,000 hours?
5 to 6, maybe. Let's see. How long now?
So 10,000 hours is 416 days if you divide it by 24. So usually I think it's between 5 to 10 years on, depending on how many hours a day you put into it.
The AI overview says it takes roughly 10 years of consistent focused practice, averaging 20 hours per week to accumulate your 10 hours of practice. I would say what's very unique also, that seems to be my key word of the day today, unique, is that, for some of us who are full-time in this space, 20 hours a week, 20 hours, that could be one day sometimes. You know what I mean? And so we can nail those hours very quick. Very quick. So if you live and breathe this shit, which like some of us actually do, can't escape it. We're in too deep. Some of us, I was talking to my mom about this the other day, because I need to get a job or figure out some other things and stuff. And she was saying, like, it's kind of a weird thing. She's like, it's like you're almost in too deep. I said, I'm in too deep. I know that I am. Like, it's been too long. Like, could you imagine like going to like Go work at Walmart or like Home Depot or something. Home Depot would be fun. I'd probably want to go work in like the lumber section and work the big wall saw. That'd be fun. I don't know. Anyway, not looking forward to that. Keep it Web3, baby. We're keeping it Web3. Smash the like button, you guys. Get smashing. What else is kicking it? What else you guys thinking about? What else is moving the gears? NFTs. I heard NFTs are back. Are NFTs coming back?
I was gonna say real quick, having a job and work being in crypto, like a 9 to 5 job, is not anything to be ashamed of.
No,
like that. Like that
not
is,
at all.
that is attributed to my success, just because I've had consistent income that I'm able to always dollar cost average. It's actually a superpower. So like for anybody that's working 9 to 5 and that's, you know, dipping their toes in the crypto and, you know, participating there, but still working their 9 to 5, don't feel bad. You don't need to be full-time in crypto, and you know, you can be just as successful by just dollar cost averaging. It's the proven strategy over time.
100%. No, absolutely, bro. And I don't mean to diminish anything or anyone. And if you're working a 9 to 5 and doing that, like, you know, that's amazing. I'm not, definitely not. You should be proud of everything that everybody's doing, of everything that you're doing, right? Like if you're busting your ass, grinding it, hustling, working, doing the crypto thing. You know what's funny? I saw a post out of Ken Bozak the other day. And this is one of those things, man. This thing hit me so hard, like like a ton of bricks in my mind, like a ton of bricks. We all consider crypto to be a currency, right? You would think so? Give me some emojis. Give me some thumbs up or thumbs down. Do you consider crypto to be a currency? All right. All right. I see the people on the stage are moving, but the rest of y'all in the crowd ain't doing shit, and that's all right. Anyway, so if you consider crypto to be a currency, you don't go and make. Oh man, now I got this all backed up. You don't go out and I gotta look at this post now. Now my brain is like going crazy. Yeah, thank you. I know, I heard you. I'm just gonna go my Whitney knows what it was. Like it's about going out. You don't buy currency, right? You don't just go buy currency. Here it is. You don't buy dollars, you earn them. The same goes for Bitcoin. You don't buy money, you earn crypto. Does that make sense to you guys? Go earn crypto. That's what we need to be doing, is earning it, not buying it. I thought that was really interesting. You know what I mean? If we're not, no one's going to the store to buy money.
There's different ways you have to transfer your. It's for me, it's like a vessel where you store your time and energy into, right? And you can easily earn it by putting work into, by like, you know, participating in the community through airdrops, or, you know, from games, or whatever, you know, liquidity staking. There's so many different ways to earn crypto. I've seen a lot of people, especially in the gaming scene, a lot of people from like countries like Nigeria, starting from nothing, but just like making content, helping, you know, and helping market other things in the space, whether it be the arena or AVAX games or whatever, and start to make some money and build upon that through, you know, with staking, or, you know, just all these like little platforms to be able to earn and you know, help market.
I think that's when you think about, and you know, you used to call this back when we were doing the Meta Money channel, with some of these play to earn games, you know, we were calling it sandwich money. Like for us, right? Like you go in there, you play a game and you make a couple bucks, right? That's just some sandwich money. But when you think about how the rest of the world works, like that sandwich money to us is ultimately like, could potentially be like a month's salary in some other places. You know what I mean? Like it's totally different when you think in underdeveloped and underserved areas of the world, with the potential to not only be on a level playing field, but, you know, to earn some absolute livable wages. It's such a one of those things that makes you excited for, you know, the rest of the world that hasn't had a chance until hopefully now. And it's, you know, because of blockchain, it's because of crypto, it's because of access, it's because of, you know, the whole idea of it's made for not the people, but the people, you know. Anyway. What's going on in the arena today? Anything?
The arena's okay. I kind of, me and Mikkel had our podcast yesterday, and the arena token is kind of just doing its little sideways consolidation dance. It's just not its time. And honestly, there's a lot of coins on the arena that are just, it's not really their time yet. Like right now, it was Bitcoin, then it was the big altcoins, and now we're kind of just waiting. I don't think that meme coin phase is going to happen until like altcoins are like big altcoins are hitting their all-time highs.
Like another meme coin, because there's no liquidity, right? Everybody's
I feel like that's the end. Like that's the end of the phase. The last thing that people roll their profits into to get that last little push and make some more returns, and then the market's over.
You think going back to the whole like 2030 thing and the cycle and all that, like if we were to think, okay, so let's say we've got 4.5 years, right? And we've got our typical cycles. Let's start to map this out with 2030. 2028 should have been the next cycle, right? If I'm not mistaken, but maybe we got to push it back to 2030. Does that mean that maybe we go, 2026 is nice and heavy, or we slow down? How does this look to you with 2030 being the metric for really, like, when we think of leveling up, like after this, we've got to correct, and then we take our next step up in 2030. What does between now and 2030 look like to you?
My mental model is I still believe 2026 will be an entire year of a downtrend. We'll find some sort of a bottom at the end of 2026 or early 2027. I think from 2027 up, we'll start to increase up to the halving, and then the halving will happen in 2028. And they say 2030, but like 2030, if the bull market extends into the next year, like usually we. So if it does happen, it could extend, and that's why I say 2030. But really, I think the top is going to happen in 2029.
2029.
Yeah, that would be just a normal bull run, and everyone says that this time is different. It's not different. It's basically been the same bull run of the markets follow liquidity, and liquidity has just been a slow drag up, and we're starting to get it now. And the U.S. hasn't even cut rates yet, so until that happens, like you're not really going to see the flood. But like we're putting all the things in motion, like with the Genius Act, like putting the things in motion for potential upside. I think, and that's not going to come to fruition, I think, until the next cycle.
And when you come to fruition, you mean like the whole thing where, say, you could go to your bank, and again, we've seen the headlines, we've seen kind of some change in not policy, but in the way that the structure is going to happen, is that banks are going to be able to offer crypto to retail clients very soon here. When that happens, I think is going to be the next stepping stone for a retail push, much like one that we've never seen before, because clearly now at that point you would have access on an unparalleled level to crypto, and who knows what the initial offerings would be. I would assume Bitcoin, stable coins, Ethereum, whatever maybe the top 5 chosen ones might be. Sorry, Cardano fam, it ain't gonna happen. It's gonna be Ondo before it's Cardano, that's for sure. I can tell you that. What do you guys think about that? 21 Shares filing an Ondo ETF, baby. Let's freaking go. I'm all about that. Mr. Mayo, what's up, G? How are you today? Maybe he's working out.
What's going on?
Chilling. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just chilling.
Love that. What's taking up some of your headspace in the Web3 crypto blockchain NFT world these days?
I'm trying to move everything over so that I feel kind of privileged, and I've been in the space for as long as I have, that I'm like, at this point, there's no buy the dip because I don't have any cash.
All in.
I have to sell my Bitcoin now. Like you were saying, yeah. I mean, You know, I'm just like, now I'm looking around for cash anywhere that I can get it. Like, I'm looking to sell everything and just get more Bitcoin. And just, I did some test things with Strike to work on bill pay, and that worked out fine. So I'm like, okay, it's all set up now.
So in theory, you are readying yourself to be fully sustainable on crypto. Potentially.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking in a space with like Carrie and Barry C this morning about like this part of me that wants to take a large portion of the Bitcoin and roll it into something that's a smaller cap. But then at the same time, I'm like, man, I could just, not do that, not stress out about it.
Yeah. I would,
So risky.
technically we know how it works, right? Talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
So if anything, what you would want to do is wait for Bitcoin to top out, maybe it hits 150 and then sell that shit and then throw it into some alts, because we know the top down, the trickle, how it works, right? Bitcoin, then alts, and then, top 50, all that stuff. So that would be the move. I wouldn't do it now.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. At this end, I mean, I got a bunch of contracts set up and I'm like overemployed. So, but that's nice. I mean, at this point, it's like direct deposit. Do I just move them all over and just get deposited Bitcoin?
Yes.
And then start to roll over stuff to a hardware wallet? I don't know.
I
got to get started.
That's kind of where I'm at, like with my Cash App. Like I turned the thing on. I don't know if you guys know that you can do this or not, but you can make it so every purchase you make with your Cash App card, it rounds it up in Bitcoin every time. It's like all I use now is zoop, 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 zoop. Just give me some Bitcoin.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up getting that Coinbase card. Just been in that for too long.
I'd seen a post. I saw it.
Pretty tits.
I saw a negative post about. I don't know anything about it. I'm not going to name accounts or anything, but it had something to do where, like, they had taken $100,000 of some guy's money, and they were just basically saying, like, sorry, man, that's no good.
If I ever had $100,000 on Coinbase, I would be killing myself for having that much on it, right?
I mean, use the Coinbase wallet. Use the Coinbase wallet, the self-custody one, sure, but not a centralized exchange. No, come on.
Exactly. You can't keep $100,000 on the Coinbase exchange and not expect to have a problem getting it off of that. I guess that's where like diversity is a little bit important too, though. Like, hopefully that wasn't his whole stack. Like, you learn the hard way.
That is a lesson that nobody wants to learn. However, I do believe Coinbase has FDIC insurance, but who knows? I mean, I don't think the FDIC has like a customer service number. They can be like, hey, where's my money?
They offer like a coverage up to 10K of your assets, but you have to sign up for what normal people do is like the passkey and the 2FA, or at least. But yeah, I mean, if you had 100,000 on there, 10K is not really going to make you feel that much better getting that recovered. But so what are you doing with VeChain?
Man,
are you doing the cleanup app?
What's that?
Are you doing the cleanup app?
Yeah, so it's going through an update right now. I think they're working on some cleaning up bot activity and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, dude, I love the Cleanify. I love Mugshot. I love Bubbles. I'm just downloaded the B app because I had to, and that's the Build Your Body. That's the one they partnered up with UFC, so you earn better token for working out. That one, anybody who works out should get that one. You'd be a fucking bozo. You got to be a bozo.
I get a lot of money on that shit,
dude. Okay, and so I was just looking this thing up right when I logged into it, or I was looking at it and say like, oh, what can you do? You can earn, I think, for doing like, here we go, squats, you can earn, hang on, now it's got to load. It's going to be silly, but okay, so you can earn up to like, okay, so you do squats, beginner level, you earn like 90 cents. If you do lunges, it's $1.24.
Right because you're talking about it.
What's that?
I said, I'm going to do some right now just because you're talking about it.
There you go. Jumping jacks, $1.35. Half
These
burpees,
are free.
$2.11. You understand? That's like $10 fucking to work out. Like most people pay
Shit,
money.
I was going to do that anyways.
Most people are paying money to work out. Get paid to work out, you bozos. Jeepers.
JChains, when Android BYB?
I don't know. I could ask some questions. I'm not sure. There's a couple of those dApps too that are Android only. So definitely looking forward to equal opportunity, fam.
Oh, JChains, you're an iPad. Oh no.
You stop it.
Dude, I'm joking with you.
I love that my computer, my iPad, my phone, everything is connected. Everything. Like if I leave home without one thing, it doesn't matter. I could get to anything I need to, and that's just peace of mind. I know you can probably do that with Google too.
I got an update here. I am now at $116 worth of dog poop.
Nice, man.
Pickups.
Hey, and the better token just keeps ripping. That thing just gets like 10 cents now, almost. So, man, I don't know. The last time I looked,
VeChain's gonna go to 10 cents too, for sure.
So I was looking. Okay, so I want to, this would be a great conversation to probably have tomorrow. So I think Fubar's coming on. I think Nomi's are coming on potentially. I'm going to ask a few more people in the ecosystem to come on tomorrow so that we can have a conversation. But I want to talk about tokenomics, right? Because if you think about VeChain itself as like, if I'm not mistaken, 86 billion is the total token supply, whereas 1 billion for the better token. So, I mean, you talk about the chances for like an absolute rip is, when this whole ecosystem takes off. I mean, VeChain all-time high is 28 cents and it's like 3 cents right now. So you're going to get a nice little 8x if that thing gets back to all-time high, which I think that's just, that was in the beginning. That was before all this other shit that's for real. And then with, a far, far smaller supply on the better token, that thing has got a chance to just fly high. And so it's gone up to 50 cents before. That means like for the scoop ups, that would be like, what, $3 if you were making 6 tokens, like $3 to clean up your dog shit. Like that would just be stupid not to start doing this now, so that when it gets there, you can say, look, I've been scooping this thing the whole time, didn't touch it. Now this is worth this because of, this active action that I was doing, 1, to take care of the planet, but 2, just to be a responsible human being.
I can't wait to tell the grant.
I believe VeChain
I can't wait to tell the.
What's that?
Yeah, it's on Coinbase and crypto.com.
Yep. What was your question or statement?
I can't wait to tell the grandchildren 1 year that this super loaded Asian guy from crypto gave away tens of millions of dollars to guys picking up dog poop and reusing water bottles. It's definitely a bullish era.
So it says if you go to CoinMarketCap in the markets, it says Coinbase Exchange. So it's on Coinbase Exchange. And that's, I think one of the things, sometimes it's a little bit harder to find, but you can also get the app, and there is a cross-chain DEX exchanges and bridges and stuff. So you can swap other tokens over to VeChain through the app, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that's kind of like the whole, and the new thing that with the VeTho token is you can use that, you can bring over any token to swap. And I think the VeTho token is your gas, regardless of what token you are trying to swap to VeChain. So we'll have to get more info on that.
You can also change the gas now, so you can use VET or VBetter as the gas.
Yep.
Right in the app. The V World just keeps getting better and better. They're really giving Hashpack a run for their money, JChains.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thoroughly enjoying going in that app like 20 or 30 times a day just to collect some little tiny rewards here and there. Especially the healthy food too. The healthy food, like I have 7 or 8 people here that eat healthy, $300 every other fucking day. So, I'm getting a couple dollars back every time, but that couple dollars is like already 2x. So 10x later, and maybe I get my grocery money back. Woohoo!
See, okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, I got to build this whole case study out, because So my Costco bag of coffee, it's the 2.5 pound of Kirkland coffee. It's $16, right? It makes X amount of pots. And if if my wife and I each do as many scans as we can in that, the tough thing is that I drink so much coffee, and I'm up early usually. So I might be down almost a pot by the time everybody's up, and it gets a little difficult because you can't space them out because you can only do them every 4 hours. But if I were to do 2 to 3 a day, at what price do I make money, or at what point do I offset totally the cost of that entire bag of coffee? And that's a number that I got to get to. So
Yeah, no, I'm just having fun with it. I'm not trying to crunch numbers because then I'm wasting time not collecting. So
all right,
collect,
I see.
collect,
You know what?
collect away.
I see what just happened. You know what? Paint me the fool, because I just nerded out on analytics and numbers, and you said that's for the birds. I get it. I'm not a nerd, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not a nerd. I'm not going to do the analytics for you. I'm not going to try to tell you how to make money or to offset cost of things, because that's some nerdy.
You're seriously printing money for free. Just take it and fucking run. Run with it.
Solid. What's up, my brother?
Hey, buddy. No, I was just gonna pitch in a thought earlier when you guys were talking about the Coinbase thing. So not to go back to that, but I believe if you have Coinbase One account, that your account's insured up to $1 million. I might be wrong on that, but
Okay.
JChains, I got to jump down, but it's been a pleasure, brother.
All right, brother. Appreciate you being here. Spaghetti.
What it do, baby? I just came up here to say what's up, how y'all doing? Love the energy, love the vibes in the room. Make sure y'all check out HBar, because .h is the way. We in there, baby.
There we go. We got an H Barbarian in the house. Another one. What's your favorite? What's your favorite part of the H Bar?
Spaghetti's quite the community builder.
What's that?
Spaghetti's quite the community builder, and overall, just one of the highest energies we got over in H-Bar. So,
hell yeah.
Welcome, brother.
Welcome. I threw you that follow back. Tell me.
H-Bar is the community, man.
Tell me more. Talk to me, Goose.
Give me just a second. I just went through the work. I got to go through this metal detector.
Okay. Well, that sounds serious.
It beeped.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're hearing a lot of beeping going on over there. That's never good. While he's going through that, I see we got Jackson Crypto. Here. Jackson Crypto, what's up, fam? All right, we'll wait. Spaghetti, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, cool. How'd that? You made it through, right?
Yeah, made it on through. Another smooth day. Well, hopefully it's gonna be a smooth day, but another smooth, hot fucking day at the airport.
Oh man, it is it's a scorcher everywhere right now, isn't it?
Most certainly, yeah. But taking advantage of it, definitely using my Stepper app, getting them steps, because I need them better bucks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's up?
Better bucks. I like that. Earn those better bucks.
Yeah. I can't wait for Restify to get on
yes.
ISO, man.
Yeah.
I gotta use my my Android for that, which kind of sucks because I'm not by it all the time. So I'm like, you only got an hour to claim those things. But I really like the fact that it encourages you to put down your phone.
And you said it. It's basically you say, all right, I'm gonna put my phone down for an hour, and then you put your phone down for an hour, and then after an hour you can get it, and you earn the report. But if you pick it up beforehand, you void all the rewards, right?
I believe so. I mean, I haven't picked it up before the time at all. I've actually been losing because when I'm at home, I don't pick up my phone a lot. So I go over the 1 hour time that you have to claim.
Interesting. Well, my goal, we had a couple of the dApps on. We had Mugshot and Cleanify on. I want to get more. I don't want to like just slam this down everybody's throat. It just, just do it every single day, but, spread it out a little bit so that, it makes more sense. But I want to give, every DApp a chance. I want every NFT project. I want, the community builders and leaders and all this. I want to give everybody a chance to come on and speak about what they think, because, I think everybody's got unique perspectives and experiences, and it's fun to hear, what they think of the DAO and the foundation and how it's all working out for them, and the experience that, say, the projects are having, especially because they've got to go in. There's a couple that are up for vote right now, so it's really cool for me to hear how the experience and how that works for everybody. So get ready. Again, I don't want to make it so it's all that we talk about, but I think that this is a huge opportunity for someone like me. I've got a voice and a platform, and I've got the ability to speak and do things to bring more awareness to what they're doing, because I love the cause, man. Like, how can you not get behind it? Like, I think, when we didn't get the chance to do a huge cleanup in New Orleans like I wanted to, but we ended up, doing some stuff here and there. And I just really think that the more and more opportunities that we've got to bring people into the ecosystem, just doing these regular everyday, tasks that would make, the world a little bit better of a place, a cleaner place, whatever. I love that. Right. And so again, we didn't get to do the New Orleans cleanup, but I wanted to actually do it in downtown New Orleans. Cause like in my mind, I would build this thing, build up, like, let's go to a park and do this. But when you get to like downtown New Orleans, it's like, there's shit everywhere. Like the streets needed to clean up. And I feel like we could start to organize these things left and right, and make the presence and the awareness much greater of the cause and the good. And, some people understand the reward. Some people understand the gamification, the tokenization of all this stuff. And some people think it's not worth it. And at some point, those people who think it aren't worth it, that it's not worth it, are going to realize that they missed the boat pretty hard, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, man. In a group of geniuses, there's always going to be a couple fucking naysayers that are just always downtrodden the uptrend and the positivity. But I mean, eventually they come around, man. Those type of sheeple, they don't want to be left out. But you guys were talking about the BYB app earlier. I haven't got into it, but I haven't got into it thoroughly. But I downloaded it the other day. Like I just got into looking at these VeChain apps because Fubar talks about it a lot, Posty talks about it a lot, Cube talks about it a lot. So like I decided to go ahead and give it a try. And I did the BYB thing. Like the only thing I had a hard time with was like staying in frame. I was doing some squats and I was trying to stay in frame. It's like basically like, no, you failed. You suck, kid. I was like, hold on, man. I do them completely different. Like, give me a chance.
Hell yeah. Love that. Let's see. Anybody got anything? I didn't realize it's 11. I got a call today, so I got a skedaddle. I've got a call at noon, and I've got I need to prep for it. Could be a game changer, boys.
I was just gonna reiterate the fact that you were talking earlier about people starting from nothing and building a portfolio with by participating in the environment and doing stuff like this, like with the the Be Better DAO is the barrier entry is 0, and you can get in and start making your bags, and then if you just hold for the long term, like you're gonna have more money than you did before.
Excuse me. And yeah, I mean, it's a slow and steady process. And that, what, I've got a really good use case on this whole thing of how it works, how it looks, how the adaption and how the growth is, and how that happens is with my wife. And, we shot a video several weeks ago of her kind of just explaining how she's getting into it and what she likes about it. And I think it's probably time to do an update and say, all right, let's see, where's your wallet at? We could go through and take screenshots of all the activity or pull, the on-chain activity and just throw that into, AI and be like, give me the details, give me, where's everything. And, we can even go into the Be Better DApp and it'll tell you how many actions you've had, what you saved and all that. I think that would be, whether you care about the carbon offsets and all that stuff, that's an individual, basis or whatever. But the idea, one, if you care about money and you want to earn something, like you can learn that. You can learn what your actions, have attributed and contributed to, making, sustainability or, the environment a little bit better. So it was probably time for us to do a recap or an update and see, because I don't even know how much money she's made in crypto. She's got her own wallet now, man. I think that's probably good OPSEC, is that I don't know how much crypto my wife has, but she's stacking that better token. I'll tell you what. She asked me to send her some VeChain the other day, and I said, no, that's my VeChain. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if does anybody on the stage have anything else that they want to add? Again, I do have a potential game-changing call that I got to go prep for.
I just want to show again that that giveaway I got going on the breakfast table, guys. If you guys want to participate, I am giving away a solo Satoshi Bitcoin miner, a solo miner, and a Ledger Nano S. So check it out if you guys want to participate. It's up there for you.
Boom. Boom. I love that. And then we've also, so what is today? Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow, we're going to have some guests on. So we'll have a fun conversation. I'll get that post up and everything loaded today. And, if you want to participate when you see that, just let me know. And I'll make sure. And I think potentially soon what I want to do is include more people into the morning live stream. And so, we'll get, some opportunities for people to pop up on camera, or, we can even do like a rotating stage of that. And for some of these builders and bag shows. So, so that is that. A couple things to note before we go. One, we are running a VeChain UFC V Better DAO merch pack giveaway. It's got a drawstring backpack, a pair of sunglasses, and a fitted ball cap. So if you're interested in participating in that giveaway, make sure you look at the pinned post on my X account, JChains X, over there on Twitter. And to qualify for that, you just got to show proof that you are participating in the V Better DAO ecosystem. So a mugshot, a Cleanify, a EV Earn, whatever you're using, just screenshot, what you're doing and some of that on-chain activity, or, you'll see some of the other ways that people are doing. There's videos, there's pictures, there's all sorts of cool stuff. So that's a good way to participate in that. So make sure you guys tap in, and we'll be picking that winner Friday. Also, we're giving away some crypto on Friday. Thank you to the Crypto Fight Club. So we decided on the dogs one, right?
Yeah, I think up dog.
Dog. What's up, dog?
What's up, dog?
What's up, dog? So that's all. And in case you guys didn't know, in Georgia, this is Georgia. I'm not, I didn't come from here. This is where I live. But it's funny, like during football season, like if you say like the word dog in front of some people, like it's almost like the autism kicks in so hard that they can't stop, and they go dogs, because that's like the Georgia Bulldogs thing. It's just funny, man. Like people just like it's in them. They can't help themselves. So it's pretty funny to just like do that. Sometimes you go to a sports bar, you get some wings, and you just yell like, "What's up, dog? Let's go, dogs!" And they go, we start barking like crazy people. Anyway,
that reminds me of something funny that happened yesterday. We had somebody mentioned like in another project. Actually, I think it was somebody from Updog. They mentioned like a G wallet, and then they're like, "Anybody know who this is?" And then somebody from our community said his name was Robert Paulson, and then everybody started like chaining it, and it was just like everybody retweeting, and it was just like his name was Robert Paulson. It was pretty good,
dude. That's funny. That is funny. I do like that. We've talked about the Robert Paulson thing in that community. That's pretty funny. All right, so there's we got those two giveaways. That's Friday. So Thursday we got some guests on. We'll have a good fun packed show. Friday is pizza day. It's giveaway day. So make sure you tap into that. And then I believe that is it for now. So in the sake of being consistent, be consistent. It's that easy.